What's up everybody? I wanted to make a video and explain why I dropped out of ranked mode and stopped doing it altogether, and I also want to explain why I returned back to ranked mode. And for those of you that don't know, a couple weeks ago I returned back to ranked mode and I'm climbing the ladder once again. Let's take a trip back in time. Let me explain to you how it all started. I was in Legends League, the old Legends League, for years, on and off. I would either go 100% into Legends League or I would stay in Titan League right below it. And anytime I got close to being put into Legends League, I would purposely lose attacks so that my trophy count would drop. This was because I was more focused on the progression part of the game, not just the competitive side of it, but the working on my town hall, working on my heroes, maxing out my base, like all of these different things. The progression side of it is what I focused more of my time on. I would do my best to stay out of Legends League because you could only attack a certain amount of times per day, and then that was it. Before, that is all people wanted, was the ability to attack more than 8 times a day, to be able to farm, to be able to do wars and all these different things, and not be limited to how many times you can attack. It also was extremely difficult with events. There would be clan games or different events, and it was so difficult, way more difficult than it needed to be. And obviously people complained about this. This was something that people brought up to Supercell and Clash of Clans over and over and over again. And what did they do? Instead of just keeping it how it was, they ended up completely changing the league system entirely, and they brought out ranked mode. When ranked mode first came out, it was brand new to all of us. We didn't know what to expect. We were excited, we were sad, there was a mix of emotions. When the new ranked mode was implemented and it finally started, I was dropped into Electro Dragon 33. When I was in Electro Dragon 33, it was the very first season, and in that season, I had very, very good defenses, and as far as attacks goes, I want to say I had 29 3-stars or 28 3-stars. I thought for sure that I was going to be promoted to the next league. I thought that 28 or 29 3-stars and such good defense was going to be perfect, that I was going on up, but instead, I was extremely disappointed because I didn't get promoted. In fact, the only people that promoted had all 3-star attacks. No 2-stars, no 1-stars, they had only 3-star attacks, like perfect score for the entire season, and also had flawless defenses. It was unrealistic. So between running my clan, my family, my career, my life, and how busy I am, all the layouts that I make, my content, my YouTube, all of those things, I just didn't have time to put 100% of my focus into just the competitive play. I wanted to focus on other things. I wanted to work on my base, my heroes, be very active in my clan, and I didn't want the stress of competitive gameplay. And all the haters will say like, oh, it's a skill issue, or oh, you just couldn't keep up, or this and this and this. You just sound dumb. Like, that's corny to say something like that. Like, I did extremely good and did not promote because when ranked mode first came out, it still needed a lot of adjustments. It needed to be dialed in. It needed trial and error. And I did extremely good as far as skill goes and still didn't get promoted. And I just thought to myself, like, what a waste of time. So what I did is I stopped signing up, and I eventually got demoted and demoted and demoted. I had no interest in ranked mode at all. Like, I didn't even think about it. I didn't care. I was just farming and working on my base and doing everything that I do, and it was no issue. Recently, I always pay attention to all these big updates and to the blogs from Supercell and Clash of Clans, and I kept seeing like every big update they were talking about ranked mode and how they were changing it. They were doing as much as they possibly could to make it fair, to make it interesting for everybody, to make it not so difficult. I decided to give it a try again. Right now I'm currently at Electro Dragon 31 and I'm working my way up, and I have to say that ranked mode now versus that very first day it was implemented is a million times better. Anybody that played when it first came out and wasn't happy or felt disappointed, you should really give it a second chance. It's a lot better now with all these changes. I think I'm going to stay in ranked mode and continue to do everything else I do, even with my busy life and all the responsibilities I have. Ranked mode can fit into that, no problem. Ranked mode is just one side of the game. It's one very small part of Clash of Clans, just the competitive side of the game. There are so many types of players, so many types of clans, so many different parts of the game, and it's a very small one. But I just wanted to do as much as possible and be as active as possible, so I'm back into ranked mode. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts were on ranked mode when it first came out. Let me know what you think about ranked mode now. I'm going to be doing a triple gold pass giveaway in a couple days. Keep an eye out for that. Please like this video and subscribe for more content.